In today's video, we will try to make nutrition simple. We will go through different meals that will contain different amount of calories and macronutrients. We will cover two main goals, that is if someone wants to lose weight or someone wants to gain weight, but also if someone wants to maintain the same amount of weight they are. And by the end of this video, you will know how to structure your meals for your needs. So if you ask me, it's always better to balance your meals. You still want to have three main meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And also you want to have snacks. If we are being realistic, I don't think anyone eats all the meals in their home. You go to work, maybe you will have your breakfast before going to work, or someone maybe will have the breakfast outside, and when they get back from work, they'll have the lunch at home. So today I will give you two options for breakfast and also two options for dinner. And for lunch, we will also give you some options, but we'll not prepare those today. Me personally, I take my lunch from a store or maybe sometimes in a restaurant. The biggest problem about this is that we don't have the information about the calories that we consume in these meals. But I think that it's pretty easy to ask the waitress or the cook. If they cannot tell you the whole calorie, maybe they can give you the ingredients and you can input them into MyFitnessPal or a different app, and you can have at least approximate calories so that you can know throughout the day how can you balance this, you know. And also there's a new app, I think it's called Cal, which has this option where you can take a picture of your meal and it will give you approximate calories, even sometimes like fully correct calories about the meal. So this will be a great option for approximate calories that you can know for the rest of the day. So we are starting now with a weight loss meal, and what I can tell you about that is you want to make sure that your breakfast is actually maybe a bigger meal than your other meals, because you have the whole day to burn your calories, and you also, this will be your fuel, your energy for the rest of the day, and you want to have a balanced meal. I still do think that eggs omelet is the best breakfast ever, but when you're cutting, maybe you want to have less calories in your omelet. So what you can do is remove the yolks, only have egg whites. You want to have at least 1 or 2 full whole eggs, and then maybe 3 or 4 egg whites. When it comes to oil, yes, olive oil is probably the best one you can use. I know it's pretty expensive. Calorie-wise, it's not a big difference. You can use regular oil. You can use butter. Butter is also great. Also, eggs is like probably the fastest option for breakfast. I will give you also another option, which will be protein pancakes, which is a sweeter option, of course. Plain and simple, like I said, in like 10 minutes it's done. It doesn't look like much like this because of the spinach, but trust me, spinach is very healthy, and also it's like it will give you that satiety effect, and it doesn't have any calories. Like in 100 grams you have like 30 calories, which is ridiculous. To this you can add some tomatoes, cucumber, pepper. You can make like a little salad, which is great for a start for breakfast. So our second breakfast option will be a French toast. Maybe I previously said pancakes, but I'm sorry about that. We'll have pancakes for dinner, but French toast is pretty fast to make, and it's really great. I really love it. There are so many different options, and if you want more calories, like we said, you can top more stuff, some more fruit, some additional maple syrup, honey, and you can do as many pieces that you want from bread. I will do today 4 or 5, I think. You can do 6, 7 if you want, if you feel very hungry. So why did I choose this option as my gain weight option? When you want to gain weight, you want to get your calories from carbs. Yeah, you still want to have like 2 grams or 2.5 maybe max grams per kilogram of body weight of protein. When you want to load up more calories, you want to get them from carbs, because first of all, it's your primary energy source, your energy fuel, and also you cannot get too much from protein. First of all, it's very difficult, it's very expensive, and it's not also healthy. Basically, what the science says is approximately like 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal. And if you add that to all the meals we have in the day, it's basically impossible to get more. But from carbs, you can definitely do that. There we go. Option number 2 for breakfast is finished. It's also a pretty fast meal to be done. You can do it easily before work. This is a much better looking option. Also, other meals you can do, you can have some overnight oats, you can have some overnight chia. If you want to gain weight, add more carbs. If you want to cut, you remove the calories in total, but you stay with the protein on a higher level. But for breakfast, you want to have like a really balanced meal, because it's still, you have the full day. You need carbs, you need energy, you need protein, you need fats, of course, and everything. So that's why we input everything into the breakfast. Dinner option number 1, it will be for gaining weight. because we have carbs in the noodles, I'll only put 1 pack of noodles. Noodles is like probably like the fastest thing you can do. It's one of the cheapest option also. And with tuna, this is like a cheat code for students or someone that doesn't have the sufficient funds for, you know, fancy stuff of eating and fancy ingredients, but you can definitely add some more into this. You can do 2 packs of noodles. I will do 2 packs of tuna actually, and I will have tuna with some fat in it. If your goal is to cut, you can put tuna in water, which will have less calories and will have no fat. This is probably even the fastest meal that we did today. It's pretty good for timing because you won't waste too much time. You come back from work, you're too tired, you just do this real quick. You have like 900 calories into this. And like we said, we can add an additional pack of noodles too. And if you have maybe more funds, you can also do this with salmon, with rice, and maybe you can also add some avocado to it and you will have even a better meal. So we are getting ready for the dinner option where we will have less calories. Like I said, pancakes take a bit more time to make. I just wanted to talk a bit about whether nutrition is important to get your goals in the gym. I posted a poll on my Instagram where most of the people were like, yes, it's important, which is arguably true because from the books and everything, when it comes to food, nutrition is the key thing. For example, about having abs, because you want to have abs, you gotta have less fat. If you don't use the mixer, this is a workout, definitely. Now let's touch on a bit on snacks because we didn't talk about them too much. I don't want to put your snack options or make them because they should be quick. You don't make them. Basically, an example can be a protein bar you grab from the store just to get some more protein in. But also you can do snacks, you can combine them like, let's say for example, different kinds of nuts like almonds, cashews, and you can also mix some dried fruit with them like pineapple or peaches. Keep in mind that all the nuts have a lot of calories. In 30 grams, they have more than 100 calories. Additional snack ideas can be Greek yogurt with a banana and raspberries. Also, you can have some dark chocolate. You can also mix the dark chocolate with the fruits or the nuts. That will be a great option also for a pre-workout. Let's talk a little bit about the lunch. Maybe we can do a separate video sometimes about the lunch, but like I said, I think most of the people will have the lunch maybe outside or when they get back home, they just eat whatever they have. So basically, this is where we have a ton of options. It takes more time to cook it, of course. What you want to do is maintain that balance when you want to have protein, carbs, and also some fats, of course. In my country, people like to start with a salad and maybe some alcohol with it, but definitely include some salad into your lunch. Many people don't eat salad with their lunch. And I don't know why, because first of all, nobody's getting fat from vegetables. Of course, it's rich in fiber, we need it. And as for the main part, maintain that ratio, 40 to 50 grams of protein at most. Then the rest should be some carbs. You can have some sweet potatoes, which are a great option. Regular potatoes also, rice, of course, always. That's my #1 option, always. And as far as the protein goes, meat, of course, but also sometimes at least twice a week, you can get some fish, like some salmon or mackerel, different kinds of fish. And as far as the meat goes, I think red meat is the best. You can also get some chicken breast, which will have less fat. Ton of options. Really, you can browse around them and experiment with what you like and what the calories say. As we are finally finishing our last meal, the dinner option, let's talk about the balance a bit of going out, alcohol. It's always about the calories. We also learned that it's important where they come from, which macronutrient, and how you should divide the macronutrients. As far as alcohol goes, it does have calories, different types, of course. If you drink a neat scotch, for example, whiskey, you don't have too many calories in it, but it will definitely dehydrate you, so make sure you get the water. And if you're planning a night where you know that you will have a lot of drinking, for example, make sure you have a meal close to your party when you will start drinking, because you still don't want to do it on an empty stomach. Calculate your calories for the day because you still want to be in that caloric deficit even with the alcohol in it, right? So one of the meals I already ate, I'm sorry about that. That's the breakfast #1 with the eggs. These are the other 3 meals we had. We discussed everything. We tried to cover all of the meals. The key thing is to structure your day, to structure your meals for your needs. It's very important to count the calories as closely as you can. And even if you're gaining, don't be like, yo, I'm gaining, so I'll eat just as much as I can. Don't do that because you don't want to put too too much at one time, it will not be good for your digestive tract. But also, like, let's say for 1 week you eat a lot, you eat more than what you're supposed to be eating, and then the next week maybe you don't eat the same amount, you don't have the same amount of food in your house, and you stagnate. It's the same as for losing weight. Approximately 500 calories of deficit per day. When you're gaining, approximately 500 calories more per day. That will equal to 3,500 calories by the end of the week. Keep up with that and check up on your weight. When you see that you're staying in one place, means that your body probably is getting used to working on this calorie maintenance, and now increase the calories by 100 or 200 if you can, and see how that goes. As far as maintaining goes, it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. If you have a tracker like an Apple Watch, or you have something else that tracks your calories on a daily basis, your expenditure, how much you burn. Total calories, you can watch those, because active calories are the ones you do by training, doing activities, going here and there, walking and stuff like that. But total calories are also equated because it's the organs functioning when you eat, the digesting processes that happen in your body. So total calories are most important. Let's say I have 4,000 calories burned today because I had so many activities, so I will intake 4,000 calories or maybe 100 and 200 more. Basically, you don't have to watch out for too many things when you're maintaining and when you want to stay the same place, but definitely keep in mind about those calories that you still want to be like in that equity section. So we covered how you can start the gym. We also covered the basics of nutrition, and today we covered how you can structure that nutrition for your needs. And in the next video, we'll talk about a topic that is pretty important and can help you achieve that 1 extra %. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.